On today's episode of the Views from Section 400 podcast, it's draft day. We have an NFL draft preview, also a winners and losers of the week, and some NBA playoff action. It's all coming up next. My allergies are bad.
And just like that, we're back.
A16, turn me up.
Welcome in to episode 261 of the Views from Section 400 podcast. Today is April 23rd, 2026. It's draft day, but it's also, clap your hands, everybody, Philadelphia 76ers have won a game day.
I'll clap the hands, Brian. I'll clap the hands. We got a 1-1 tied series headed back to South Philadelphia. I think it's Boston's worst there. Maybe not. But I was hoping to just steal a game. I was hoping that it wasn't going to be 3-0 and they win to me, and then the series is 3-1. The fact that it's now a travel day back to South, or travel 2 days, whatever, we get 2 days of delusion-filled sports talk. It's 1-1, anybody's series, so to speak. But, yeah, it was an awesome game, man. Awesome game. VJ Edgecomb came alive. Maxey did what he needed to do down the stretch to secure the win. And, look, Tatum and Brown played that whole game. You can't say – I mean, that's the Celtics team you're going to play the rest of the series. The only person pending to come back is Joel Embiid. So I feel hopeful going forward. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, I love to be delusional and, get Boston fans riled up now that it's 1-1. I mean, they had the brooms out. They said gentleman's sweep. And it could still be a gentleman's sweep, but at least it's 1-1. We have 2 days off to be delusional and have some fun.
Yeah, Edgecomb, the first rookie to go 30-10 since Tim Duncan, and the first rookie guard to go 30-10 since Magic Johnson. And if you want to add his 5 threes in there and cherry pick the stat, he's the first ever to have that line. Which I'm sure if you want to add to the delusion, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, he's a superstar. He played like one in game 2. And as a rookie, you love to see that. You only can expect better things. This is what Markelle Fultz was supposed to be, guys. Remember that disaster of a number 1 pick? This is what we expected when it was they had Ben Simmons, they had Joel Embiid, young Joel Embiid, and, hey, we just drafted. We're going to grab Fultz over Jason Tatum because we believe in him. This is what they believed in. Unfortunately, that didn't come true, and we all know what happened there. Don't need to get into it, but
it's what I believed in at Baylor last year. Why I had Baylor so high on my list of college basketball teams.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't – he definitely grew into his body more being a year in the NBA. But, I mean, it's unbelievable what this guy's able to do. I was excited with him as a slasher, play good defense. But to develop this quickly – to be hitting the jump shots and 3-pointers as consistently that he is, I think he's ahead of schedule of where even the Sixers thought they might have kind of had him in terms, because I think in college he was a little raw shooting the basketball. But what made him so effective was his ability to get downhill, get to the rim, play above the rim as a guard is always insane. But yeah, I mean, this is exciting. It puts that much more pressure on Joel Embiid to man up and come back for game 3. And look, shit, man, maybe you just need him to be the cheerleader. They look great in game 2 if they can play like that the rest of the series. It's awesome, and I understand Boston. I think didn't shoot that well.
Also, the Sixers shot 50% from 3.
Right. It helped that they were
going to do that.
Which, I mean, they were due to do that after the disaster that game 1 was. I mean, they couldn't hit a shot to save their life. I blame it on having to play Sunday at 1:00. But it's fun, man. 1-1 headed back to South Philly, and we have 2 teams right in both their series. In terms of the Flyers and the Sixers. It's exciting. It's masking. It's probably saving Rob Thompson's job in talking about the Phillies.
Yeah, you get the other Philly teams and the Mets just being worse, just quietly being able to mask the disaster that the Phillies are.
Correct.
But like the Sixers team, Tyrese Maxey, I feel like it's time to just get rid of Joel Embiid. He's the guy. He's averaging 29 points his last 8 playoff games. It's clear this is his team, and now you have Edgecombe to go with them. It's their team now. It's like the Captain Phillips meme. They're the captains now. Joel Embiid.
The problem is you still and I don't know the contracts ins and outs, but I mean Embiid's still owed money. Paul George is still there. You almost kind of need to clear those guys out sooner rather than later, and then maybe you have some kind of two. I mean, Maxey, superstar. I don't know what he averaged 28.3 points this year. Edgecombe is played like one the other night. I mean, those are two guys you can build around.
Yeah, and you can absolutely unload Embiid and Paul George in a single offseason. This offseason.
Yeah.
Get your Broom on the floor.
Probably needs to happen. I don't think that's what needs to happen. But very exciting. And, split in South Philly. Send it back to Boston 2-2.
Yeah, I know we got a headline at the bottom here. Scoot heard Brian talking smack. I think it's going to be a pretty common theme in a lot of these games that we're going to talk about today. They heard us talking smack, and a lot of those teams responded.
They did. And Scoot Henderson, I'm officially a Scoot Henderson guy just because I found one of my favorite stats of all time after this game. Scoot Henderson scored 31. That was a playoff career high. That's also his career high on any day that's not January 14th. So his previous 2 career high games were January 14th, 2025, he had 39, and January 14th, 2024, he had 33. He scored 31 in this game, playoff career high, third most in his NBA career. And yeah, if Wemby is concussed, a little dazed and confused, sure, Denny Advia and Scoot Henderson can win a series.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Without Wemby, the Spurs can actually be in trouble.
Yeah, we saw it last night, and 1-1 headed back to Portland. You probably don't have him for game 3 or game 4. Definitely not game 3. Game 4, depending on where that slot is, probably not likely. More of a chance, but I think the Spurs have to prepare to at least not have him for the next 2. But surely he'll be back. I mean, they're saying it's like 8 or 9 days from when you start the kind of protocol. So that puts them a sliver of hope for the game that would be on Sunday. I think 0% for Friday though.
Yeah, the protocol is 48 hours before you can start even trying to do the physical stuff to pass protocol. So that put him like right on the game 3. So he's not playing in game 3. Game 4.
No, game 4 would be Sunday. There's a small chance. I think they would probably even leave him out.
If they can win game 3, they'll sit him out game 4 and just say, hey, best of 3 with Wemby back. We'll take 100%. Our chances.
100%. And if they can split in Portland and go back to San Antonio and bring him, say he doesn't play the next 2, they split, go back to San Antonio, and bring him back fresh, I think they'll take that. I think all the Spurs fans will take that too.
If they're able to pull that off, I think they'd be able to pull off, what is that, game 5 and 6 at home, keep it right there.
I mean, the Spurs, without
5 and 7 at home.
You got to think. Stephon Castle's there, De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell. I'm trying to think of some of the other guys. I mean, they're good enough to win a game against Portland without Wemby.
If they have the game plan for it.
The door's open. The door's definitely open. And that cheap owner at Portland's not giving his fans matching T-shirts. So the crowd's going to be that less rambunctious.
Crowd's not going to be amplified.
Yeah, it should still be the Spurs. The Spurs won, 60 games? And yes, with Wemby, but Wemby missed a lot of games in the regular season. They know how to play without him. It'd be completely fine. But we'll see what happens as that rolls on. I want to get into the LeBron stuff because I didn't get to see that game. And vintage LeBron, say it all you want. It's fine. Is it more vintage LeBron
or KD can't be the guy in a playoff series and he's a fraud.
KD had 20 points by halftime. It's vintage LeBron.
He's so KD, I feel like could have 30 points and he still can't be the guy.
How does that make any sense?
That means he could have 50 points and he can't will his team to a win. Kind of like Devin Booker.
I hate to say it, but I don't really think you can put this on KD. You can put a lot on KD, but I don't think you put that on KD. Like he did, as Brian said, have like a pretty good game. No, he didn't have
LeBron doesn't have Luka.
No, but
he willed his team to a win.
LeBron's LeBron.
I would say LeBron.
KD's KD.
He's not LeBron.
LeBron's supporting cast is playing better than KD's supporting cast right now. As much as I hate to say it, Jabari Smith Jr. was probably the worst player on the floor.
He's been ass. Yeah.
He was probably the worst player on the floor in that game. And for the record, second worst plus minus on the team was Clint Capella. Still sucks.
He's old.
But no, it was LeBron and dude, what's his name? Luke Kennard?
He's been balling.
Yeah. He's been playing insane.
That one person that voted for him as the best shooter in the NBA over Steph Curry is looking very good right now. But LeBron James, I think we just posted a clip as we're recording this on our socials about LeBron.
Okay, he had 20. No, first of all, because I'm not going to let Brian get away with that. He had 20 points at halftime. He had 23 for the game. So we're not going to put that.
They put the Lakers shut him down in the second half. The Lakers shut him down.
Okay. Exactly my fucking point. There you go. Continue.
I didn't know you were such. This past week, I found out you love Scoot Henderson and you hate Kevin Durant. I never knew those two things.
LeBron got 25 out of Marcus Smart. Like
LeBron's really good.
He's got some good role players around him, or I should say, players that are playing some decent role.
They're stepping up, and is that in part because it's LeBron?
Yes.
Yes, I'll give you that. Yes, but 25 for Marcus Smart. Come on, dude.
It's what LeBron does.
Happen.
He gets his guys with buckets. I mean, in his playoff career, LeBron James, the most 25-5 games in the history of the playoffs. LeBron James, after turning 30, has the most with 80. LeBron James, before turning 30, has the second most with 75. And in third is Michael Jordan with 73. That's how good this guy is in the postseason. And he can get those assists because he gets his players open.
Yeah, I was going to say
KD had 20 at halftime. You can't put it on KD. And you go and you look at the box score, and he finished with 23. Like,
he needs some help. He's coming off an injury.
Yeah, honestly, when you're playing like bums with like Jabari Smith and Clint Capella, it's tough,
dude. Thompson is the superstar. That's way better than Scoot Henderson.
He is better than Scoot Henderson. Not just according to me. It's backed up in the stat sheet. It's backed up everywhere else. It's backed up by NBA fans. Your infatuation for Scoot Henderson, I don't understand it. He's not that good.
He's tied up 1-1 and dropped 31.
He did. Sure, he had a great game. He had his third best game of his career.
What's Thompson about to do? Get swept out in the first round?
Yeah, by LeBron James. A lot of people can say that in their career, and they turned out pretty good.
Yeah, well, I think we covered in the last show, the Rockets are the Rockets, and they never were a threat in this series. I think you touched on it, Brian. No Fred VanVleet, which I don't know what he would be doing to save them that much.
He hit some big. They could have used him in the fourth quarter of this game. Last playoffs, I think he hit a couple.
You know who they could have used him in the second half? Kevin Durant.
Could have. Can't all be on him.
3 points in the second half. Nice.
Can't all be on Kevin
Vintage
Durant.
LeBron, though.
It was vintage LeBron. What did you see in this that doesn't tell you LeBron had a good game?
He had a great game.
So what's the issue?
He had a vintage stat line, 28, 8, and 7.
Telling me what more could KD have done? He had 20 at half. That's my issue.
This has been the issue with the Rockets all year. He can't get open in the fourth and third because he's their only scorer.
But that's not what you said. You told me I can't put this on KD.
You can't because they haven't figured out all year how to get somebody else to score in the second half. This has been an issue since game one of the season.
Vintage LeBron, Brian.
It was. That's what it is. I don't understand what you're arguing. It was vintage LeBron, and he won him a game.
I'm arguing your statement earlier of saying you're like, what does that mean? He had 20 at half. As if like KD finished the game with 45 points and they still lost.
He had
was a fucking
23.
He had 3 points in the second half.
Because they can't get him open. The Rockets, this has been their issue all season long.
Okay.
They need a second option behind Kevin Durant.
Okay.
LeBron James is better, so he doesn't need a second option. He can get Marcus Smart to score 25.
Okay.
That's the difference between Kevin Durant and LeBron. And that's why LeBron's winning the series.
Sounds good. Go Lakers.
Okay.
LeBron GOAT confirmed.
Can't wait until they get swept next round.
They might.
Can't wait.
They're going to have to play the Thunder.
Getting a T-shirt that says "Vintage LeBron."
Why do you hate LeBron?
Dude, I'm not getting into it.
Why?
Dude, I have like phases with LeBron. I liked him in the beginning. I didn't like him on the Heat. Kind of liked him on the Cavs. Actually, it's been hot and cold though.
So you just don't like him now?
I mean, like I feel like that argument wasn't like me hating LeBron. It was more me arguing you're
not giving LeBron credit. That's what it is. You're saying Kevin Durant, since he got shut down, LeBron doesn't get credit for winning that game.
I think LeBron
that's
gets credit. I think he gets credit, and I think it's vintage LeBron. You're missing what I'm saying. I'm going back to you trying to tell me that I can't put it on KD. I don't know how many times I have to say it. He had 20 at half. The way you came off was that because I didn't know the box score. That's why I had to go and check. Well, I thought I was about to see KD with 39 points. The way you framed it, I thought that's what now I'm on. Vintage LeBron, absolutely. They're going to sweep this series and they're going to move on to the second round. What I am on is the original statement you made of saying, well, how does that make any sense? You can't really put it on KD. You can put it on KD because he is a superstar. He is a supermax. He is supposed to be the best scorer in the league. The guy can score from anywhere. So when he has 3 points, I don't care who he's playing, Brian. I don't care who he's playing. It's Kevin Durant. He's supposed to be the upper echelon in the league. I don't care who he's playing.
He's 40 years old.
So is LeBron.
LeBron's LeBron.
But he had 20 points in the first half.
Yes, and the issue with the Rockets all season is they can't get anybody else open in the fourth.
What did LeBron do in the first half? What did vintage LeBron do in the first half? They didn't stop him. He had 20 points.
Because he's LeBron. Kevin Durant has been the issue with the Rockets all season long. They can't get him open in the fourth. Their fourth quarter offense is terrible because Kevin Durant getting triple teamed and he can't do anything.
Okay.
That's what the Rockets are.
Now. Okay. Go LeBron.
I'm not picking and choosing. That's what the Rockets are.
But it's not vintage LeBron in the first half. KD can have 20, but it is vintage LeBron in the second half when he has 3 points.
LeBron doesn't play defense anymore.
Oh, dude. Next game.
Oh, my God. I guess we'll just never – we're going to talk in circles the whole time.
We are.
That was ridiculous. Move on.
All right, winners and losers.
I'm going to start it right here, right now with my loser of the week. It's your two baseball teams. I received this wonderful notification today. It just says Mets, Phillies crashing. And I thought of you two.
Was that Bleacher Report?
The score. So
score.
Please give me – this is your time to rant about your baseball teams. Let's keep it to 2 minutes.
The Mets are halfway to matching the 1889 Louisville Colonels for the longest losing streak in the history of baseball. They're 45-70 since Kodai Senga got hurt and basically killed by Pete Alonso. His career is over on June 13th of last year. David Stearns is a shithead. Fernando Mendoza is bad. Bo Bichette, Marcus Semien, and Carson Bench all hitting under 220 in the leadoff spot, and is still yet to be fired.
Where did Fernando Mendoza get thrown into there?
Carlos, did I say Fernando? I meant Carlos. The draft is on my mind. But Fernando is too. Fuck them all. Fuck all the Mendozas.
Oh, Lord. Matt, what do you got on your Phils?
Yeah, I don't need 2 minutes to go over this. The team can't hit. It's the same thing we saw in October last year. I mean, I'm looking at the lineup. Harper's batting 275, Marsh 264, but he started off way hotter, so that 264 is probably really like 200 over the last 2.5 weeks. Alec Boehm's the worst hitter in baseball. Aaron Nola's still blowing up in the Rav fourth inning. Their saving grace and their only grace is Zach Wheeler returns on Saturday. That's like the only thing we have to look forward to is to flip something around. But the team can't hit. They can't play defense, live and die by the home run, and they don't hit home runs. So that's why they're already 7.5 games behind the Braves for first place. You can't even poke fun at the Mets and vice versa for Brian with the Phillies because it's just a dumpster fire for both.
The Nationals are somehow ahead of both teams by a good amount in the division.
By the Mets being so bad, the Phillies have not fallen into last place. As bad as it's been, they're still not in last.
FanDuel refunded everybody that bet on Mets money line yesterday. That's how bad they are right now. They felt bad for people that bet on the Mets.
Well, I think you're saving graces, and again, we'll already know the outcome as everybody's watching. But Booker with Trent, Megan Mortal Nuke Twins money line. So
I don't even think Trent could stop this.
I think he can, man. I think that's the that's what gets you over the line. I really do.
I have memes lined up for the next however many losses. So
I mean, are we approaching White Sox territory?
No, because the White
they're
Sox
not going to be that bad.
They're not going to be that bad, and they didn't. The White Sox didn't have guys signed. Like it's a different dynamic of what's going on. Like the White Sox were supposed to be bad.
No, I understand that, but
the pace is bad. But eventually, the Mets have so many guys that have been good that they're going to play 500 baseball eventually.
Okay. Yeah, like
right. Even if they're bad, they'll be around 500.
We're going to come back to the mean eventually. I hear you.
Even if they miss the play, it's too long of a season.
They're going to miss the playoffs. They're not going
to make the playoffs. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But
right, give me a percentage chance for both your teams right now on whether or not they're going to make the playoffs.
It's not me making it up. The percentage they give the Phillies right now is 30, and they give the Mets 8%. I don't know how they came up with those numbers, but those are the numbers.
Are the Mets down to 8?
Yeah,
Jeez.
And the Phillies were at 30.
Oh boy,
the Phillies and
I don't think it's that bad.
I'm just giving you the percentage that is out there. I don't know how they come up with that, but. Beginning of the year, it was above 90. It might be, is it RotoWire? Not RotoWire, Fangraphs.
Fangraphs. Yeah, they're always pessimistic.
All right, Brian, give me your optimistic.
Both teams had over 90%.
Yeah, the optimistic.
That's not pessimistic.
I'd give the Phillies like a 37 and the Mets like a 22.
Yeah, I definitely to Brian's point in defense, I would give the numbers probably slightly higher than what they are. And I'd have them probably closer to like even. Like I don't know how the Phillies are 30 and the Mets are 8. Like
remaining schedule.
I'd put them both like I don't know, give them both 38%. 35%. But I put them, maybe I don't even know.
It's gonna be a tough baseball season, isn't it?
I mean,
it's probably gonna be them coming down to the last playoff spot, like two mediocre teams fighting to try to get hot.
It could be, and they're still. I mean, it's so early, man. We're not even out of April. We're not even out of April.
I know. That's why I'm.
But like you look at the Braves from last year, and they got off to such a horrific start. Their season just kind of ended. They never got it going.
The Braves.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. What I was thinking about.
The Braves are going they're going to win the division. I'm saying
this year, yeah.
What's their? I mean, they should be minus 800 to win the NL East. It won't be that high, but
I mean, the biggest competition is probably going to be the Marlins. How long can the Marlins stay around 500?
It's like you said, it's going to be the Mets and the Phillies probably battling it out for the final wild card spot. Unless I don't know, the NL Central is pretty good to start. Every team's over 500.
Sounds like the Yankees.
That'll even out though.
Sounds like a lot of the Yankees teams that they built in the mid 2000s, or 2010s, when they just paid everybody to come on over and then they just didn't show up to work, didn't win anything.
Yeah, well, David Stearns just
the Phillies didn't sign anybody. This is the same thing. The problem with the Phillies is they're running it back for the freaking 6th year in a row or whatever it is.
The
They
Phillies.
didn't pay anybody to come over.
Yeah, they're insane.
They're all big contracts, but it's the same team.
Yeah, the Phillies ran it back. Yeah, they ran it back with a team that was regressing, and the Mets flipped their team over with guys that were even
Mets,
worse
you
than
could
the
say
last
that a little bit.
crop of guys.
Yeah. The Mets,
David Stearns just sucks at his job.
yeah. He got a bunch of free agents left for the Mets, and then they signed all the replacements instead of letting the kids play or having somebody. They just tried to throw money at all the guys who left.
The only good thing David Stearns has done with the Mets is sign JD Martinez and Jose Iglesias to minor league deals, and that somehow worked out with the people he inherited in 2024. His teams have not done anything since then. Steve Cohen gets credit for Juan Soto.
What was I going to say? Oh, Devin Williams. Big glove the other night.
Yeah, you see my tweet about it today. The Mets are the only team that could break a closer with a franchise player and 2 years later sign that broken closer and let that franchise player walk. Devin Williams.
Yeah, it's a tough start, but
he's not going to pitch the ninth. They were chanting MVP for Austin Warren because he came in and got a strikeout after Devin Williams blew it.
It's crazy town. All right, somebody else give a winner or loser.
Well, my loser was the Mets.
Think we've got that covered?
Matt was your loser, the Phillies.
I mean, it was leaning that way, or the NBA playoff refs. I haven't been thrilled with the way they've been officiating games, but I mean that's an easy one. It was kind of dead for winners and losers this week, to be honest with you. My winner was going to be vintage LeBron.
No, it wasn't.
After the rant, I was like, my winner 100% is vintage LeBron.
Well, now I want to make my winner.
I called
Kevin
it
Durant in the first half.
I called it LeBron's ageless game.
He is crazy. I think in that clip we posted today, I said he doesn't get many double doubles because he always drops like 25, 8, and 8. Then he went out and dropped 25, 8, and 7.
Yep. Yeah, that's literally what it is. He'll do that and take the win over the triple double any day.
It would be pretty cool to see him get a ring for his son and then just dip off into the sunset.
Yeah. I'd like to see LeBron get another one.
Thunder are just too damn good, though.
Yeah, it's the fact that he would need Luka and A. Reeves there. Like, simple as that.
Even then, like the Thunder are favored by 18 points tonight against the Suns in a playoff game, and they probably cover.
I mean, it's the Suns,
but that's a playoff game, and they're favored by 18.
And Thunder. I mean, yeah, they're probably the best team and the most deserving, and the least the worst team in the playoffs and the least deserving to be there. So it makes sense. The NFL draft is today, and I'm
nice.
I'm super pumped about it.
And we're going to talk about it very shortly here.
Awesome.
The only thing I know we are going to get into it, but I was just going to say my early season surprise for baseball, I wanted to give a nod to the Sacramento Athletics for leading their division. I bet on them to win the AL West last year. Wasn't wrong, just early. Potentially.
The sweep of the Mets really helped.
Yeah, it did. But
got them going.
I don't know why I didn't double down. It's probably good odds. And that division just is so meh. I mean, the Mariners are just Astros are just I mean, it's the year for them to – I don't know that they're necessarily moneyballing because they threw out some contracts, but, through pretty much the first month of the season, they are leading the AL West, which is still early, but they're usually 8 games under 500 at this point.
Yeah, I think they were your sleeper team when we did our mini preview. And those are looking pretty good because we both said to fade the Mariners, and my sleeper team was the Pirates. Not looking bad through the first month of the year.
Dude, low-key, throw those clips out there now we're the first month in.
Yeah, I got to find them.
Those were our 2 sleeper teams, and both teams are above 500.
Yep. And we said fade the Mariners, and you were saying fade Cal Raleigh, and he has not been very good either.
It's been horrible. Wow. You should look into that.
Yeah, winner of the week are predictions.
Our baseball predictions.
I did have a winner of the week on the hockey ice. The Sabres beer gimmick. You guys see the beer Sabres?
No.
It's like yeah, they have like the beer bats in baseball, but these are like saber-tooth cutouts with beer in them.
I mean, that's just easy pickings.
I think it's now my favorite beer gimmick in a stadium or alcohol gimmick in a stadium.
Wait, it's like a sword.
Yeah, it's like a saber.
I thought it was going to be like a. Oh.
It's like curved.
Oh, bro, why did I think it was like a saber-toothed tiger? That's hilarious. That's awesome. Well done.
They're cool looking, and they're small enough to where your beer's not going to get warm like they do in the beer bats. And Buffalo won a game. I think they lost game 2, but first time in 15 years in the playoffs, and they're winning on the ice and in the beer gimmick game.
No, it looks cool. People were upset that Josh Allen
Don't get me started.
shotgun the beer after like doing whatever rally call they do. I don't know. Do they like pound a drum or something pregame? I don't know if it was just like a Dov Kleiman like headline. People are not happy that Josh Allen shotgunned the beer after banging the drum to get the crowd fired up. But I think it was
that
just
sounds like clickbait.
Yeah, that's.
I gotta imagine the entire state of New York was happy.
Oh my God, they had to have in Buffalo. They had to have erupted.
Toronto too. They were probably all happy.
Entire upstate.
Yeah, there's some Bills fans in the city, I'm sure. Converted. The last couple of years have been tough on the Giants and Jets.
Yeah, that's true.
The wishy-washy ones. Like, oh yeah, we'll beat Bills fans.
Oh yeah, we'll
Saw Sinners and liked Haley Steinfeld's performance.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Hey, your Giants are struggling.
2 top 10 picks.
You ready to talk about them?
Yeah, why not? Let's talk some NFL draft. Well, it's tonight, and I feel like we kind of not regretted talking about the draft, but we haven't done a lot of draft talk, which is not like us.
Yeah, well, it's sort of your show, Brian. Our 2 teams aren't picking up top this year.
Maybe that's why. Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, Matt still is a first-round pick, but I think there's still the offseason of the Eagles has. There's been other things to worry about in the draft.
It's not been great. I mean, the Eagles and like you can absolutely get a superstar at 23, but going into the draft, I'm not like on the edge of my seat. Like, who's gonna be there? Are there guys there that I'm like, hey, I'd be happy with that guy? And especially coming off a season that I've watched probably the most college football ever in my life. I am familiar with a lot of these prospects and who they are. You know, it's not just like the 3 main headlines, and then I'm kind of just like watching draft highlights to get freshened up on them. I mean, a lot of these guys, all the way down to Kenyon Sadiq. I mean, in years past, if that was him, I would be like, who the hell is this guy? But very familiar with him at Oregon, just as an example. So all the Texas Tech guys, David Bailey, obviously, who's projected in the top 5, top 10. And then the Rodriguez guy who was lights out. I think he could be a sleeper of a snipe in the second round. So I don't know. I'm excited from that standpoint that I know a lot more of these prospects and I know teams' needs in the NFL. So as they go along, I can be like, oh, wow, that could be a really awesome fit. Or, oh, my gosh, why the hell would they pick that guy? So from that standpoint, I'm excited. But, yeah, I mean, Eagles picking at 23. You know, sure they can get somebody good. I mean, they got Quinyon Mitchell. What was he, 22? So, or somewhere there. Yeah, I mean, it's Howie Roseman, man. The guy's been a master. He's pulled off master classes the last couple of years. So
I did see something regarding that pick. And speaking of Howie Roseman, we've seen him do something like this before. Ty Simpson's over-under is 23.5.
The Eagles do have the 23rd pick.
They do.
Well, that's why they did it. They're not going.
Are you scared?
No.
You think maybe they're going to trade out of that? Somebody comes in right there to take Ty Simpson? You think that's why they have the line there?
Maybe. I mean, you know, Howie's not afraid to gauge the, like, see what you can get for stuff, see what's out there. Shop picks. He'll do a little shopping. I mean,
test the waters.
I mean, there was a hit piece about the quarterback over there in the offseason. People in the building don't like him.
Jalen Hurts
Jalen
was so much more prolific in college than Ty Simpson was. 10 times more prolific in college.
But now he's in the NFL.
Ty Simpson is, I know, but I'm saying, like, comparing the two, like, Ty Simpson is not this highly regarded, at least I don't think. I watched Ty Simpson play last year. I was not impressed.
I think he sucks, but scouts love him.
I don't think the Eagles will be drafting him. I don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't go so far as say he sucks, but like
he sucks.
For him to be anything special, like anything more than like a Riley Leonard, I mean, I'm not seeing it.
He sucks.
Yeah, I'm not.
He ruined Ryan Williams' career.
I mean, still a very young career. I would not say it's ruined. Stop it, Brian. But no, I do think no, it's interesting that Vegas put the line right there at 23.5 for Ty Simpson, because I really do think that means they're kind of projecting the Eagles to trade that pick to somebody else
or draft Ty Simpson.
I'm with Matt here. They're not gonna fuck around and draft it. They're not the Green Bay
Howie
Packers.
loves his SEC players.
They're not the Green Bay Packers, investing in their future right now. That's not happening. That's not what's happening here.
I mean, they could trade it to like Arizona.
And I don't know where this guy's going to fall, but like when I was looking at like where the Eagles have gone, I know you had, who do I think the Eagles are going to take? I don't know if you want to get into that yet.
Might as well.
But I mean, I was just kind of looking, and I think you guys will appreciate it. I don't know where he's supposed to fall, but I was kind of hyped up about this Keldrick Falk guy at Auburn. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be right. I mean, I don't know where he's projected on the Mel Kiper big board.
I saw he's actually projected at 22 to the Chargers.
Is he?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, so he's floating right around that 23 spot. I was watching some of his highlights. I obviously, no disrespect, didn't watch a lot of Auburn football last year for obvious reasons.
It wasn't worth watching last year.
Going into the year, he was like a top 10 prospect, and he just got doubled a lot, sometimes tripled, and his stats weren't great last year.
Yeah, his stats weren't great, but I mean that
people notice
when a coach when Jim Harbaugh when Jim Harbaugh is watching this dude and going, he's getting double and triple teams on every play. Like, that means he's good.
He's like the perfect 6'6", 276. I mean, that's edge rusher in the NFL. He's got the high motor. Pretty good against the run and the pass. I just think like the tools and the skill set is there. The Eagles can teach the rest. Like you can't teach 6'6", 280.
That's why Hugh Freeze loved him.
I mean,
he was great
with the high motor too. I mean, I know people are saying Kenyon Sadiq. I know the Eagles are probably not going to go defense. They have been, but that's also like whenever there's a guy like everybody's hyping off this Kenyon Sadiq guy, tells me that maybe they don't draft. Like whenever there's a guy hyped up, but the other reason on the flip side, not to go on a rant, they're saying, they bring in Sean Mannion, who's going to run this Sean McVay double tight end, Kyle Shanahan double tight end. So that's why it's like, they bring in Sadiq. They have Goddard. They do some double tight end stuff. They still have some pieces in wide receiver. It's giving a 49er offense almost, the double tight end. Devontae Smith can be a very nice player in that type of offense. Saquon's still there. Maybe you see them draft. They have 2 second-round picks and 2/3, I believe. So maybe you see a tackle get drafted as well. But that would be my angle to say they're grabbing Sadiq. I don't hate the Keldrick Falk pick if he's available at 23.
I hate it.
Well.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to root for him on the Birds either, but both.
He would be electric too.
I know he'd be good for sure.
He'd be just turned into an all-pro.
Yeah.
Well, Brian,
you wouldn't know what to do.
Brian, talk to us
Chill.
about your Giants.
All right,
All right, you guys
Matt-
want to go over what you got, or what do you got?
yeah, Matt was talking about how all the Eagles fans think they're getting Sadiq. It's kind of what the Giants are now with Jordan Tyson, and it seems like they're going to draft Jordan Tyson at 5, which makes me think that's just not going to happen, and they're trying to make smoke. I wouldn't hate it. They do need a receiver. Also, I think Love can low-key sneak down to 5. I think there's a lot of smoke with Love with the Cardinals. and the
Jeremiah
Titans.
Love?
Yeah,
Why
I'm just
would the Giants draft him?
Why not?
Just best player available when they're picking.
Yeah.
I mean, am I the only one that thinks it's just really not smart to take a running back up here?
I don't think it's
They're not going to draft. It's
the
going to be the Cardinals.
greatest idea in the world to do.
Like like Ashton Genty, who got drafted, 5, 6 last year, somewhere in there.
6, I think.
I think 7.
He's a top 10 paid running back in the NFL on like a rookie contract. Like that's not how you should be spending your cap. And I know you think the cap isn't real, Brian, but that's not how good teams structure it's not how good teams structure themselves.
Listen, the Giants aren't going to. They're not going to have the chance to draft Love. I just think it's kind of weird how both the Cardinals and Titans. There's been so much about how they want to draft Love. They're kind of trying to bait another team to trade up, but
I think that's exactly what it is.
you're probably right. I don't, especially with these teams being that bad. Like the Chiefs would be a perfect fit for Love, even with Kenneth Walker. The Eagles would be a good fit for Love. The Ravens would be a good fit. Like these teams.
Why are you picking all the teams that already have A1 running backs?
Well, you could add a second one.
I mean, sure, but to spend
I
a first-round
don't-
pick
yeah,
on
what?
them when you have a Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Kenny Gainwell.
Well, Derrick Henry's at
Super
the
Bowl
end of his
MVP.
career.
Yeah, sure, but you don't need to. It's not a quarterback that needs to sit and watch and learn and study.
But you can put you can ease in Derrick Henry or ease in
Yeah, but
Jeremiah Love.
Derrick Henry's also like what, 31, 32? Like Saquon's 28.
Yeah, the Eagles was I was trying to think of contending teams, but like the Chiefs would definitely. I don't think Kenneth Walker's blocking a Jeremiah Love from going to that team.
Maybe not.
The Patriots, like these good teams, the
Sorry,
Seahawks.
29. Just turned 29 for Saquon.
God bless.
Bless you.
Thank you. Damn, I need to get an allergy shot or something, dude. This city, just making me sneeze everywhere. I want Jordan Tyson and I want Caleb Downs. That's what the draft I'd be happy with.
At 5 and 10.
Yeah.
Is there a world where they trade that number 10 pick?
I sure as hell hope not.
Is there a world where somebody gets sniped at 5 and they trade back, or they do something?
No, because they'd take Sonny Styles there. They'd probably take. You got to think the top 4 would go in some fashion of Mendoza, Arvell Reese, David Bailey, Jeremiah Love. So they'll have their pick of the litter there. Maybe 10 they trade down if they don't like I guess there's a world where they draft Tyson and then the Browns draft Tate, Commanders draft Styles, and then Downs goes, and then a tackle goes, and maybe they're just like, all right, let's trade down. But there's enough guys there that you get to. The draft isn't that good beyond the top 10, it feels like. So why not keep
but is that because we're just casuals and there's not like loaded quarterback talent, and that's how we judge drafts?
I feel like it's been
Yeah, I was gonna say when the guy whose team is picking at 10 says there's nobody really that good after 10, you got to take that with a grain of salt.
No, it's been like said by industry sources next year's draft is the draft to be in, which you're going to see a lot of people trading for drafts next year, picks next year.
I could definitely see that. And one of the main reasons is probably because of the quarterback crop.
Yeah, I don't know. Draft feels kind of lame. Maybe that's why we didn't talk much draft. Maybe that's why Gladstone, being the big brain he is, didn't care about a pick this year.
All right, my last question for everybody is, who is your prediction to be the steal of the first round? since Brian, I guess steal would be somebody who's drafted after 10th overall. Right, because if you draft somebody at 6 and they're a superstar, like, is that really a steal?
Yeah.
It depends. Are you talking about like when at the end of the season, like when it's all said and done, or are you
Like
talking
what?
at the
Like
at the end of the-
somebody who's drafted, like Quinyon Mitchell drafted at 22, and he was borderline the best quarterback in football.
Yeah, so when the rookie season's all said and done,
Yeah, like just projecting who your steal would be. Maybe there isn't one in the first round. You know, if you really wanted to have fun with it, you could say, you know, who's your day 2 steal, which is what, second and third rounds, and then Saturdays 4 through 7.
Yeah, the tight end out of Baylor, Michael Trigg. It's gonna be good. He's gonna be a steal of the draft. Kid's kind of a head case, but he's a beast.
I know we kind of talked about him already, but
Don't say Keldrick Falk.
It might be Keldrick Falk. Yeah, it might be.
And he's right there for the Eagles.
It might be. I mean, he is truly. He was a college player, but he was like Aaron Donald on that field, and I feel comfortable saying that.
Okay.
Like I'm not saying that
he's not Aaron Donald.
Well, he's an edge too.
I know. But what I am saying is he had that presence on the Auburn defense where, like, this is the guy you have to worry about and send the freaking farm after. Otherwise, he's going to get in your backfield to mess up the play. So I really do think he could be an impact player year one if he's in the right situation. War Eagle.
War Eagle. I need to get a tissue again. I'm really sorry. I'm dying.
Just bring the box.
I'm bringing the box with me.
Yeah, why don't you pause it?
Then come back. Sorry, Will.
Sorry, Will.
Holy shit. God. I'm dying.
Lord help him.
Keldrick Falk is not Aaron Donald, but he's pretty good.
To say sorry to Will for not pausing it.
It was quick enough. Will can survive. All right. Some rapid fire questions. Who's the first edge taken tonight?
David Bailey.
Jack?
Yeah, I'd have to think.
It's between Bailey and Ruben Bain.
Does Reese qualify as an edge?
Yeah.
Oh, is he? I thought he was more of a. He's not listed as one. If you go,
well, for this exercise, we'll say Reese is an edge.
Then Reese.
He's
listed
Reese
as a
Bailey.
linebacker. He is listed as a linebacker, but it does also say hybrid edge off-ball linebacker. So,
yeah, because Styles was like the prototypical inside linebacker there.
Yeah.
Right. So, if you want to call Reese. Yeah, David Bailey or Reese.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, and I'm leaning Bailey.
You got to pick one.
Bailey.
Well, who goes first? Mendoza?
Yes.
Who's that?
And then it's
two?
the Jets, so
And the
it's
Jets.
really just
Who do they want?
The Jets go Arvell Reese at 2. The
All
Jets
right,
go Reese at 2.
I'm gonna go Reese too. All right. Which team will Jeremiah Love go to? And how many yards will he have in his first season?
He goes
Not a lot. He's either going to Arizona or Tennessee. And
yeah,
it's not going to go well. Those are two teams that are I'm going to say Tennessee just because I am saying this as a Jags fan, but seeing him there would probably be better for his career. And it would make Tennessee like kind of a fun offense with Cam Ward and him there and all the additions they've made in this offseason. So I think Tennessee would be a better fit and it would be more fun. So I'd say let's just go with Tennessee.
Yeah, I'll go Tennessee as well. I think Dable. Isn't Dable and Cliff Kingsbury there?
Just Dable.
Where's
Who's
Kingsbury?
the coach? Is Sala? Sala, right?
Yeah, so I don't think Kingsbury's employed.
Is he not? I thought he got some kind of job with the Titans.
Oh, he's with the Rams.
Ah.
Assistant head coach. McVay's bitch.
Yeah, maybe
Damn.
I think the Cardinals really can have just continuously not valued defense. Like maybe they take a David Bailey and just get a premier edge guy that like sets the tone for their defense. Like that's like where I would be thinking if I'm a GM. Like I need my Will Anderson premier edge guy that can just, flip a defense. One guy that can flip a defense.
Yeah, Josh Hines Allen or Trayvon Walker.
I didn't say
Line of
that.
football.
But a guy who can flip the defense. So that's where my gut is, right? Because the Jets go Arvell, then the Cardinals are finally like, fuck, our defense has been so bad. Give us a guy who can set the tone. They go Bailey. Then the Titans are like, well, shit. We have Cam Ward. I thought they've drafted some O linemen who will in years past. Is Skoronski still there?
Maybe. They don't really draft well.
Who's this? The Cardinals?
Titans now. I'm saying that the Cardinals grab Bailey, and then now Titans like, hey, in their head they think they have a decent O line. They have Cam Ward. Let's grab Jeremiah Love. Dable can make some stuff happen. Who's their receivers? I don't know.
They signed.
Still there.
They signed some people.
Oh,
this
Wandale
offseason.
Robinson.
Wandale.
Yeah.
They have Daniel Bellinger now at tight end.
Yeah, it's still a shit show.
You got their depth chart pulled up?
No. I just know those two Giants went there to follow Dable. Hit the
All right,
transfer portal.
Yeah,
Follow coach.
the Titans were one of the most active teams in the offseason so far. They've made a lot of additions.
Jack, what did you say for where he was going? Cardinals?
For who? Love?
Yeah.
I think he's going to go to Tennessee.
Oh, so you both said Tennessee. All right. How many yards?
He'll hit a buck.
Will he be the premier guy, or is Pollard still there?
No, he
Pollard's
would be
still
like
there.
the guy. Pollard.
But does Tony Pollard pose a
Such a
threat
bad-
to Jeremiah Love?
Such a bad contract.
No, but he'll take snaps away.
like Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard. That just hasn't
Just
worked. That's
make a guess.
That's why. That's why I think they need a guy
877.
like.
All right. Come on, Jack.
Give me like 1,100, 1,200.
All right. I'm saying Love goes to Arizona and he has 1,300 rushing yards.
Just really quick, did Ashton Genty break 1,000 this year?
I think he had like 9 something. But he also had 1.9 yards before contact.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that the Titans' offensive line. Like I said, I didn't say
Genty
they
had
were good.
975.
Okay, 877 feels cool for Love.
All right. First receiver taken. And to which team?
The Giants. No, Carnell Tate probably.
I just think Ohio State has just been wide receiver U. All these guys have hit that even if Carnell Tate doesn't hit, like you have to pick him. And I don't care who else. I mean, I don't know that Lemon and Tyson, are they that much better than Tate? Like Tate just feels like the safest pick.
He
if
feels
you're a
he has the
GM.
best floor.
Yeah. Like USC wide receiver, dude, like that could be a disaster. Arizona State
I think
wide
they've had some good ones,
They've had some
haven't they?
decent ones. Amon-Ra,
Drake London.
Juju
Drake
Smith.
London, Steve Smith, the bad one.
The bad
Juju
one.
Smith.
The
Jeez.
Giants one. Juju. He wasn't bad. He just wasn't as good as the other Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Steve Smith Sr.
But I don't know. And yeah, maybe a little bit
Definitely more
decent.
than Arizona State has. Tyson really
Yeah.
scares me. I do not want the Giants to draft Tyson. But
I
they
would
will.
think Carnell Tate goes as the first wide
Cardell
receiver.
Tate, just like if you're a GM, like use like 10% common sense and be like, let me go with the guy out of the school that 8 of the last 8 wide receivers have been fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, Joe Schmo, if you're talking common sense, doesn't have much.
Well, where would he go? Maybe to your Giants at 5.
I think that's the most likely.
Giants at 5 or Cleveland at 6.
All right. Will the Jaguars trade into the first round?
No.
Yeah, so I was thinking a lot about that. I read your outline, but let me put it this way. I don't think we will. I don't expect to pick in the first round, but I wouldn't be shocked if we do trade up into like the 20 to 32 range. Like definitely back half. We're not making any splash decisions here, splash plays here, but there's a chance we move up late. I wouldn't expect it. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens.
Little Brian Thomas Jr. for a first round pick?
Potentially, but
I don't think a team's giving up a first round pick for Brian Thomas Jr. Not because he's a bad player, but like once you have injury issues like that, I think a team's going to be reluctant to give up a first round pick.
So young though.
I know, but I'm just saying just because of like what's there. And he could come back and be all pro for all we know. But I'm just saying because of what's on the surface that we do know, a team is going to be hesitant, like I said, to give that up. And again, it's not like he's still going to be a great player. It's just like what the thought process is.
Yeah,
can you take that risk?
Yeah, quite honestly.
Yeah,
you wish Malik Neighbors was as good as Brian Thomas Jr. Yeah, maybe we would know if Malik Neighbors could stay on the football field, but
he's had one injury.
It's kept him out for a very long time.
1 year. Yeah.
It was a horrible one.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad one. But anyway, look, the thing is, I don't want Brian Thomas Jr. to go. Like, we were a pretty complete team last year, and honestly, if Brian Thomas wasn't as banged up, at that like we're talking right now, and he was able to produce a little bit more in the playoffs, could have ended a little bit differently. So I honestly know it's kind of insane to say this, literally insane, but I just want to run it back with what we had last year. Make a couple additions to the secondary. We also just need a couple people to get healthy. We just need to get a couple people healthy in the secondary too, and yeah, we'll be a much better, more complete team.
It's what the Phillies did.
Yeah, well, the Phillies did it with an aging roster for like 5 or 6 years now.
Trevor Lawrence is getting old.
No, he's not.
He's not young.
What is he, 28 years old, 27 years old?
Getting old. All right. Last one. What time in Eastern time zone will the Giants make their 10th pick?
26, my bad.
Okay, he's still pretty young.
He's born in 99.
1900s?
1999.
He's born in the 1900s. That's old.
It's younger than you, Buck.
I don't play football.
What did you just ask? What time will the
What time will the Giants make their 10th pick?
9:23.
If the draft is starting at 8?
That's what they say.
Well, I think 9:23 is a bad guess, Brian.
I
honestly don't know because apparently they are making
pretty phenomenal guess. I'm going to go with like 9, like 9:30, 9:29, 9:30. Maybe I'm going like one. I got to pick one. All right, 9:31. 9:31.
All right, I'm going to go 9:43. I think we're going to see some nonsense and a couple top 10 picks where
I think they try and speed it up this year. They're already bringing it down 2 minutes from 10 to 8. They've been getting ragged on for dragging it out. I think maybe not insane, but if the first round's been ending around midnight, Maybe they try and get everybody out of there at like 11:25, 11:30. Maybe.
That'd be ideal.
Like, imagine we're like going on to the 11th pick and it's 9:01.
That would be beautiful.
I know, but that's.
I'd be shocked.
If we could go like an hour, 45 minutes, and then 30 minutes to end it, get out of there in 2 hours, 15 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be what
whole
it
show
is.
and
But we'll
dance.
see. We'll see.
We'll see how many special guests we have coming up to the stand and taking time and all that kind of stuff.
This is also the first year that
Extra
ESPN has
shout-outs.
owned NFL Network, so less ads to buy, I guess. Because I get it previously, like some people would sell ads to NFL Network, some people would sell ads to ESPN for draft, but now it's just one,
So there's less ads to get in.
which could lead to a quicker draft, right? Or
If
would that
they-
be longer?
No, if they have if they play less ads, it'll be quicker. Simple as that. But I don't expect the ad times to be much different.
Well, more money to make. Since you can only sell half the ads now.
No?
Well, you sell the same ads, but you want to make the same money you have if you were selling two sets of ads for two different channels. So that revenue stream stays the same.
Yeah, the money's not changing. That's what I'm saying.
But you're breaking it in half.
Breaking what in half?
Previously, you had two different channels running different sets of ads for the whole draft. Now you have one channel running one set of ads for the whole draft.
Right. You can upcharge and basically double the price.
Charge double,
Yeah,
I guess.
that's what happens.
But will they sell that many ad spots? Like, what if they don't sell that many ad spots and then the draft goes a little quicker?
It's the NFL draft. There's going to be plenty of people wanting ad space.
It's expensive. What if they opt to play an ad for the NBA playoffs instead?
Like, who gives a fuck?
It might be quicker.
Oh my god.
You said
All
your
right.
time.
That's the end of the show. We'll see you guys live tonight for the NFL draft.
I can